Hey guys, I updated MegaScript once again, and this is the pointers update 1.7.0 Indev, and this update adds quite a bit of stuff. But let's just start off with some of the new libraries I added. I added two new libraries. So first, I added a math library. So we've got math, and you can do your standard math stuff like square root of 9 or echo square root. Just do like 7. It'll do random stuff. We can also do sine. Get sine. We can also do max. So what max will do is it'll give the it'll return the highest value. So no matter which side you put it on, it'll always return the highest value of the two values that you pass in. So as you can see, and then we also got min. It's just like max, except it's kind of like the polar opposite of max, because it gives the lowest value. So min 2, and then it'll do 2. But yeah, that's some of the math stuff. But we also got another one, which is random. So basically random, it returns a random floating point between 0 and 1. So it's basically like a percent. The way that it generates random numbers is if we go over here to where's the random? Oh wait, it's already open. Okay, if we go over here to random, as you can see, alright, so we've got some MegaScript code here. So this is it uses the system time. It uses the system time, and then it passes that time into a seed-based random algorithm called Mulberry 32. And so it's pretty good at generating random numbers. It does a lot of bit shifting stuff in here. So if we do like rand, and then let's say we want to get a random number between 0 and 100 or something like that, we can do that. And let me get this here, and it'll do random number between 0 and 100. It might actually be 199, but I'm not sure. Anyway, if you don't want a weird floating point, you can snip off that floating point. You can use there's a math function from the math library called floor. You can also do round or seal, but we're just gonna do floor for now. So floor rand times 100, and it will snip off that decimal off the end, and you'll get just an integer value. But you can also, if you want to go a step further, you can also actually cast it to an integer. So if we do uint 64, and then we just do that same code, it'll actually return a real integer that time, because you casted it over to a integer. So as you can see, it does an integer, and it does random numbers in integer form, which is pretty cool. But anyway, what else do we have? Oh yeah, also, so now I finally added C-like pointers. So how a C-like pointer works is basically there's two types of pointers in MegaScript. There's a raw pointer and a C-like pointer. So raw pointers are basically just a number. they changed bit sizes and different bit modes, but basically, just imagine raw pointers as a number that points to an address. So the raw pointers don't have any data type associated with them. So the way that they get a value from a data, the way that they get a value from an address is they execute the code at that address, and then whatever value that code pushes onto the stack, that's what they return. So basically, raw pointers point to code, but C-like pointers point to data. So whenever you do a C-like pointer, it will the symbol that contains that C-like pointer is gonna have the data size, and like how to read it and all that. So it's a lot simpler. So anyway, the way that you make a C-like pointer is, if you want to make a raw pointer, you can just do pointer something and then type of B, and then as you can see, it's a pointer. But if we wanted to do a C-like pointer, what we're going to do is we're going to use the C-like syntax. So in MegaScript, the dereference is a $ instead of an asterisk. So let's do $A equals, let's just do 0 for now, and then we're going to do type of A. And as you can see, this is a C-like pointer instead of just a standard pointer. So you can do some cool stuff with this. So I added allocate and free. So the standard size of a integer is, or a 32-bit integer is 4 bytes. But we're gonna do, for now, we're like just test this. We're gonna do a we're gonna do 8 bytes. So we're gonna do alloc. It's kind of like malloc, except it just removes the M off the beginning. But anyway, we're gonna alloc 8. So now, if we check the pointer, you'll see that it was set to an address. So we can do, like, let's do a dereference, and as you can expect, there's nothing, we didn't set it to be anything, so it's going to be 0. But if we did something like A equals, let's say 64. 64 is a good number. And then we echo a dereference A. It has the value 64 in it now. But we can also increment the pointer. And since it's C-like, it does the same thing that C pointers do, which is whenever you add a number to it, it multiplies that addition times the data type size. So let's say, let's see what what A is pointing to right now. So it's 68407. Well, if we were to do A plus equals 1, now whenever we do it, it's incremented by the data type size, which is 4. So it's not actually just doing 1, it's doing plus 4, because 1 times 4 is obviously 4. So now that we incremented that, and we're gonna echo A again, and as you can see, it's 0 now because it's not the same pointer. If we want, we can set a new value to here. A equals 90, and then we can echo that, and as you can see, it's 90. And we can also do, if we want, we can also get the older value by just doing this A minus 1, and as you can see, it still has that 64 in it. But let's say that we don't want that anymore. Let's say that we don't actually want this memory that we allocated anymore. What we can do is we can just do free A, and that frees the memory. So now if we tried to do this, it says failed to read the pointer because that memory isn't owned by the script anymore. But yeah, that's basically pointers. I also added arrays. I haven't added multi-dimensional arrays yet, but I'm gonna add that soon. You can't initialize whenever you define the array yet, but I'm gonna do that too pretty soon. So anyway, b0 equals 3 echo b. Standard array stuff, basically. It's just a regular array. But anyway, so that's the array. Oh my. So anyway, let's see. What else? Okay, alright. There's also a little quirk that I added. Well, it's not a quirk. It's really just I fixed some inconsistencies in the syntax. So now you do new enum instead of just enum. So you do enum 1, and oh yeah, you can also set a member to be something whenever you're defining it, and it'll carry on from the value that you set. So if I do 2, 3, it will be it'll be 5 and then 6. I've attempted to execute an invalid oh, I forgot to name it. I forgot to name it. Test. Let's do test. And test. There we go. So then we're gonna do test 1. As you can see, it's 4 because we set it as 4, but everything after it is just gonna carry on from that 4. So we're gonna have 4, and then 5, and then 3 is gonna be 6, and that's how that works. But anyway, okay, that's that out of the way. What else? I also added a pretty nice documentation now. We have a much better documentation now. So right here, this is the index of it. We've got all the I haven't actually it's not complete yet. I haven't really described very many of the things, but we've got like it's all linked together, and it doesn't use JavaScript. It's all pure HTML. We've got all the development statuses on the bytecodes and what they do and all that. No opcode. This is these are like their dedicated pages for the bytecodes. Obviously, once I've actually really like added a lot more to this documentation, that they will have descriptions on whenever you click on these. But for now, we've got the little short descriptions on the table. So we've also got we've got a list of the bytecodes compared with other bytecode oriented values like data types. We've got let's see what else we've got. We've also got information about the operation. I actually did quite a bit here. I actually did some documentation here. But yeah, that's pretty much it for now. I hope that you guys think that this is cool. I hope that you are looking forward to the next update, and maybe even sometime soon the public release of this. It'll be pretty cool. If you have any thoughts or any uh, suggestions or anything, leave a comment. I'll probably comment back. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and see ya.